Hey Virgo, welcome to your love reading April 2020. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Some of it might be for you, some of it might be for someone else. You could be a sun sign, moon sign, rising sign, or Venus sign Virgo, or you could be watching for someone that's a Virgo. Either way, I am grateful you are here. You can follow me on Instagram at Candy Wishman or on Patron. The information's in the description box below, and so is my social media posting schedule. So let's get started, shall we? Let's take a look at the overall energy of the situation between you and this other. Wow, we got two. The Well Watcher. Okay, wisdom, power of the divine. So we have 7. And then we have Sun Dancer. So joyful activity, celebration of life, and abundance. But it's also a 5, which means it's freedom through change. Okay, changing the vibration, changing things up, creating change, allowing the power of the divine to help you. Divine intervention is kind of what I heard. Okay. Yeah, very, very interesting. Okay. I am going to put this on the bottom. I'm going to show the bottom. I wasn't going to, but then I saw the non-judgment. Non-judgment, okay, reflection of self and non-judgment towards others is going to be pivotal for you right now. Okay. Perhaps you're judging yourself too harshly. Perhaps you're judging others. Whatever that looks like, what is that judgment telling you about yourself right now? All right, let's take a look at what this situation really means. I do feel like this person brings joy to your life, but there's also lessons being learned here. So let's go ahead and see where you're at with this Virgo. Okay, look at that. Very interesting. Wow. Okay, so we have the 10 of Swords. We have the death of the ego, or the demotion of the ego, letting the ego take a back seat, a painful ending of some kind. Okay, so where does that lay out? Yeah, look at that. We have the Fool, but it did come up in reverse, okay, which tells me that you're sometimes feeling like you have all the answers. And there's a lot of fear in moving forward for you. Okay, whether it's with this person or from this person, we will get more as we pull more cards. We do have the 6 of Cups showing up here. So we have deep soul ties. We have nostalgia. We have a deep connection. I am getting 2 male energies, or 2, not necessarily male. I shouldn't say male because it's just an energy, but it's sort of, I am getting 2 different energies. One you actually have history with, and one that you have soul history with. So human history and soul history, very interesting. And then we have the 4 of Wands. So we have an energy of already being in a commitment, but also divine union. Okay, very, very interesting. Lots of 4s showing up. So whatever 4 might mean to you, I feel like there's some duty and obligation here. I feel like you're judging yourself in regards to your situation, or how you're feeling about perhaps this other person, or in regards to both people. There may be some kind of, I don't feel like it's a real serious, I don't know how to explain it, but it's not like, if you're in a commitment, it's not like you cheated on the person. Maybe some of you have, and again, there's no judgment with that, so take it as it resonates. But it's sort of like, yeah, there's like a back and forth. It's hard to make a decision because this is here. And I feel like, look at that. Yeah. Okay, so we have the 8 of Wands in reverse, which means you're not really communicating with this with a whole lot of people, or at all, or with the people involved. You're kind of keeping it to yourself. Which is fine. You're allowed to do that. I just feel like it's becoming a bit of a burden, but it's teaching you a lesson. That's that lesson that's coming in. Okay, so let's get some cards representing this other person. Here we go. Okay, get that. Okay, yeah. So we have I believe this is the King of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay, so we have Aries, Taurus energy, kind of a Mr. Big Deal, abundant, hard worker, probably makes decent money, not afraid to take care of his own. Okay, very interesting. Then we have the I think this is the Page of Wands. So they could be a fire sign. They could be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I feel like they sparked something in you that you've never felt before. It's interesting because Leo just had a very similar reading to that. But I'm seeing them through your eyes. We also have the Three of Pentacles, so we have Capricorn here, okay? It's interesting, the Three of Pentacles is normally, this isn't the three, I'm sorry. This is, I saw the three because I saw the 3 coins, so there is a third party situation is what I am being told right now, but this is actually the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like this person kind of came into your life and is now making you sort of relearn and reimagine what reality in relationships is supposed to be like. I think it's very interesting though. I see this cat, it's walking on a tightrope, it's juggling, but it's also dropping coins. It's almost like caught off guard and has dropped some of the coins it was juggling. So I feel like you both kind of caught each other off guard. This is interesting. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles, which I think, I mean, this is generally the card of independence and feeling good and looking good and smelling good, but this person is super chill. Look at him floating in a sea of sharks around him, not a care in the world. Nope. Not going to worry about it because there's trust here. So I feel like this person absolutely feels safe with you, absolutely trusts you, and I feel like it's the same in reverse. When you're in their space, there's just this complete trust, okay? So whether that's the person you're in a relationship with now, or whether it's the person that you've met and you have a deep soul connection with, we're gonna get some more. Let's take a look at some hidden factors. This is a very interesting read, Virgo. The thing is I don't normally do this. I normally just go into my reading, but I sat with this reading and I'm like, please allow anything to come through for the greatest and highest good. And I just feel like it's giving me everything. It's really hard to really hone into what you're trying to say. Yeah, so we have the Four of Swords on the bottom. Okay, there needs to be more quieting of the mind. Okay, it's almost like I feel like you're being forced to quiet the mind because you're having a hard time making a decision. Yeah, look at that. We have the Fool again. Okay, this is all about your new beginning, Virgo, and you choosing what you want for a new beginning. But right now, you're in the energy of this. Okay. Whoops. I legit just threw that on the floor. Okay. All right. So then we also have the Seven of Pentacles and the Devil. Okay. So Capricorn energy and Taurus energy. But I feel like it's really important to point out that it's taking some time because there are some codependencies and attachments here that you're not quite ready to let go of. Maybe they're still serving you. Like, I feel like that's why the non-judgment's coming up. Maybe you're judging yourself too harshly because you're not moving fast enough. But there's a bit of patience that's required here because everything happens in its own divine timing, and it's all happening for you, for this other person, for the other person you might be with, okay? It's happening for all three of you, okay, to learn whatever you need to learn. It's interesting. So I'm pulling this up. I feel like I was guided to see how this person is looking up to this person. I feel like that's how you look to the person you're not with. Okay, this is the person you're not with. Maybe you have a deep soul tie with them. And interestingly enough, I feel like that's them also looking up at you. So you're both looking up at one another and not actually equals in one another's eyes. I think that's interesting that it pointed that out for me. All right, let's take a look at some external influences going on in your life right now. Okay. Wow. Okay. So I don't normally, because this is just a general love reading, and I felt with the Four of Wands and the Six of Cups, this is probably twin flame, but I didn't want to bring that in here. But here we have is external influences, the Empress and the Emperor. Okay, so the physical version of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. The twin flame energy is absolutely at work here, and it is being an external influence coming in. Even though it is an internal, it's an inside job. It still brings awareness to you of the external things that are happening in your life. We have the Page of Cups here. So this connection for you is all about, you know, I feel like when I get the Page of Cups, it's all about really learning again, relearning about what love is. Learning, it's like it's like puppy love, it's new love, it's still a learning energy. Your concept of love before was out of obligation and duty or codependency or, you know, someone else filling your void. This is something different altogether. This is a whole new concept of love. So I feel like even though it's an inside job, it's bringing, like I said, it's bringing awareness to all of those external things that aren't serving you anymore. Okay. All right. Let's get a look at possible outcome for the two of you. Dang. Okay. Yeah. So we have the Wheel. So we have fated. We have divine timing. Okay. Things are happening in time, but we also have the Chariot, which is a victory card, and we have the Ace of Pentacles. So we new physical beginning. So this is a possible outcome for you guys when you, I feel like there's still some stuff that needs to be healed around this concept of love and the duty and obligation around that. And when that can be healed and that can be released, you know, you guys will be full tilt moving forward. The Chariot is a very fast, forceful, determined energy. Because it's supported by the Wheel, by the universe, by fate, by destiny, there really is nothing stopping it because it is the power that it is. Okay, so I do feel like it's a very positive outcome. I think for those of you watching this, you know exactly, you know, the ones that resonate. If it doesn't resonate, if this isn't making any sense for you, it's not for you, and that's completely okay. But those of you who this resonates, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You're in this place where this has to happen in order for you to have your new beginning, okay? Because there's still a lot of ego stuff involved here. But let's go ahead and get a message from the fairies before I leave off. Oh, yeah, we have Justice. So take the time to review the details carefully. You will win in the end, fair and objective decisions, okay? So making your decisions from a heart space, only in love, okay? Not out of fear, not out of duty, not out of obligation, which I know is not an easy thing to do, especially when it brings you joy to help people, to serve people, to make people feel good. You got to do that for you too, Virgo. All right, so I hope that this has helped. Be your peace, love yourself, share your light. If it resonated, please like or share, and have yourself a very loving month of April.